Welcome back to Heavyweight Camping Review, everybody. Thanks for stopping by again and checking out more of my content. I've got another video about the Kelty Noah's Tarp 20. Just set it up in a bit of a different configuration this time. I thought I'd show you a little bit more about it. This tarp is really versatile, and I figured I would just kind of set it up a few different ways every time I go and show you what you can do with it. You can get creative. We'll rock around the back side of it here. Got it all pinned down. We're expecting some inclement weather here today. And on all these eyelets you could put a tent pole. Obviously you'll see them on the other side here. Took the guy line. I like to anchor that corner right there on the ground. It just kind of gives a little bit of an elevated thing and gives a little bit more mobility. So these two trees we have anchored a ridge line, and we used ratchet straps so we could get it nice and tight and it wouldn't sag. So then you see on this side the Odoland tent poles. I did a review on them a few videos back. So we've got a solid wall. Yesterday I had that all down the same as this back wall, so it was just like a partition wall really. And this morning I set this all up to give us a bit more of a sheltered spot. So like I said, the weather's coming in. I'm sure you can see the clouds here. The nice thing about these guys is these guy lines come attached to the tent. I don't think I showed this last time. You have these little pockets on the tent, on the tarp rather, not tent, where you can stuff all your guy lines in when you're packing it out away. And you've got all these points, come on, focus, along the tent. Sorry, tent. I keep calling it a tent. And then here I'll show you on the back side. There's loops on the exterior all over. And there's one up there by the ridge line, so that if you had it over your tent, you could pull it out, or if you had it over a hammock, you could hit these loops to give yourself a little more space inside your hammock if you hammock camp, which I think is the original purpose of this tarp. They make a few smaller versions, but I wanted this big guy because we group camp most of the time, and you know, we live in West Tennessee and it rains and you never know when it's coming, so this is nice and easy. We can get it set up and I can roll it around that ridge line if I wanted to and keep it completely out of the way, or fold it up and you know, we can have it ready to go and make it so that if we need it, we can just knock it out. And I used to use this giant silver tarp that I got from, you know, one of those bargain bin tool stores, and it worked fine, but I had to have a pop-up canopy to put it up in the middle, and it took forever to set up. So I figured I'll do this. It's lightweight, it packs down to next to nothing, and I just love it. It performs amazingly. I did do a little bit of silicone sealing on the outside, or on the exterior portion that I use as the exterior, just to make sure it was extra waterproof. I had a few people I saw videos of where they had leaking issues, so I nipped that in the bud real quick. I have had no issues. I used it twice before I did that, and I didn't have any leaking of any kind or weeping, but it was just a precautionary thing. So as you can see, it's another great way to set this guy up. We have a full-size long picnic table and all our chairs, and we have room to run in there. We've got all our bins and totes and coolers down here, all out of the elements, and I can stand right here and do my cooking and coffee making out of the rain and enjoy this magnificent view. But thank you again for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate it. Please thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you're watching on Instagram, please go over to YouTube and check out my channel, Heavyweight Camping. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get some of this going so I can do more of it. And yeah, thank you again, everybody.